have you join us on this week's episode of Art House. I'm Melinda Akinlami. Coming up on the program, a film and art fiesta is served for viewers at this gallery in Lagos. Then children in underserved communities get to enjoy the beauty of art through this initiative. That a female creative is turning waste to wealth. To another female creative who is showcasing her latest craft. We'll bring you all these details when Art House returns. Do stay with us.
Experimentation is the unparalleled freedom of whatever comes to the mind of a creative in the use of ideas and materials.
Let's begin with Japa, a film and art exhibition at the Fourth Pyramid Art Center in Lagos.
Viewers are served a double treat at this show at the Fourth Pyramid Art Center in Lagos, which has a documentary film and arts exhibition that explores the significant phenomenon of mass emigration from Nigeria. The theme for the show is Japa, a Yoruba word meaning to run completely, which has become a metaphor for the current urgent wave of young Nigerians fleeing the country in search of better opportunities or the proverbial greener pastures abroad.
Today we are here for Japa Film and Arts Group Exhibition by Fourth Pyramid Art Center. It's featuring 14 amazing visual artists who are previous finalists of Next of Kin Arts Competition by Fourth Pyramid Art Center. And the film is a documentary that basically just tries to document the search for a better life, the old Japa concept that is trending a lot in Nigeria currently. And the artist, the exhibiting artist, the curator, which is Mr. Obi Omashola, have been able to come together to just try to share experiences and what they think about the Japa syndrome.
From this Japa exhibition, I produced 5 different works. Each and every one of them are made of recycled materials like junks, plastic, rubber wire, and metals, all forms of metals. So my works, which I exhibited for this exhibition, I exhibited each and every one of them are made with metal junks. The first one is breaking challenges. The second one is societal pollution, societal suffocation. The third one is distracted barrier. The fourth one is Igbawu. It's a Yoruba term meaning rain. And the last one is nature's nurture, which I use animal to make pass of mercy for communication about what my artwork is. So those are the titles of my works.
The inspiration behind my work is about the story of a friend who believed that having a mindset from childhood that this is what I want to become in future. But with this understanding, he tried to focus on our education, go to primary school, secondary school, go to higher institution, serving, is our fatherland. So at the end of the day, there's nothing to show for it. But she now decided to, leave the country and go another country for a greener pasture. So that's the story behind my work I'm exhibiting today. So here today, I present Tokumbo as a body of work. And Tokumbo simply means the seeds of Japa. They are the children of Japa. Because when looking at Japa, Japa happens to be somebody who wants to be responsible in life, who wants to be in charge. You know, nobody sees that and wait. Everybody wants to be responsible for one or two things in life. But when the things are not working, you have to find means to survive. So, in other words, Japa happens to be somebody who traveled abroad to go and find his greener pasture. So at the end of the day, be it positive or negative, you return.
The paintings, sculptures, and other works of art on display offer a critical and deeply personal look at the systemic, personal, and even societal factors fueling this migration wave, looking at sub-themes of pain, resilience, longing, hope, displacement, hunger, and patriotism.
As a young adult, even children, we were always asked that, what will you be when you grow up? Some will say, I want to become a pilot, I want to become an astronaut, I want to become a doctor, I want to become a musician. So, but the environment, the society which we are in, has now directed our plans, our motives from what we are supposed to be. So those are the things that really inspired me on producing these works for the Japa exhibition, and it's some of it are suffocation of the effort we are making in the country. It's being directed to just ahead. So those are my inspiration.
Living your own fatherland, to me, is not guarantee your financial, independence. So because living your fatherland is to me, I see it as a 50-50. Because going out, leaving your fatherland to go another man's country is like a 50-50. You don't know what you are going to meet there, because not everybody that live their own fatherland that are making it outside there. We have some people that are struggling there, and we have some that are making it bigly. So what I would just tell our government is just to make, do the needful and make sure that everything is in place for people to stay back and enjoy their own fatherland. So that is my advice.
Japa as a theme, it's not just about escaping. I know a lot of people want to escape now because of the hardship we feel here. But let's just sit back and think for a minute. What about the people you are leaving behind? How will they feel? You are going there for a better future. But then, is it really a better future? Most of them who are there are working 2 times as hard as they work here, or 3 times as hard as they work here. What if you put that same hard work here? Let's just see how we can build home. I know you're leaving home to feed home, but then think about home too. If you stay home and try to build home, you can still feed home from home.
The project serves as a mirror to the nation, revealing not just why people are leaving, but what it means for those who stay, and acts as a call for reflection and dialogue.
From there, we move to the Art for Hope Biennial, a long-term art and education initiative which brings together creative learning to children in underserved communities. The first stop is Makoko in Lagos.
When you want to be an artist, this hand must work. Okay, twinkle your fingers, put it down. Okay, take it to the side again. Take it to the back. Take it to the side.
The Art for Hope Biennial is tailored to help young Nigerians discover art as a language of access, expression, and opportunity.
This is a pilot edition, and it's simply an avenue for children to be educated through art. Using art as a means for informing children, educating children outside the school curriculum. So what we are doing with Art for Hope is bringing arts to children to let them know that they can be educated through arts. They can get knowledge through arts. So that is what Art for Hope is, and that is my part as a facilitator in Art for Hope, a mentor. So yes, we are coming here to educate children with arts, to let them know, oh, you can do this, you can alleviate stress, you can feel good with art, you can be educated as well.
Looking at children, it's beyond the classroom, it's beyond English and maths, right? Some of them have potentials in them, right? Some of them are good with pencils, charcoal, and the likes of it. So this we came up with this art, right? So that they can express themselves with the way they draw, right? So many of them has things to say, has things to write, but with art, they can be able to express themselves, and that's what art is all about. It's all about expressing themselves, expressing yourself, to expressing your mind, right, to what you want to draw.
The long-term art and education initiative brings creative learning to children in underserved communities. So the pre-launch outreach began at a school in Makoko in partnership with Slum to School Africa.
My expectation is that at the end of the 4 months training for them next year, which will run from January to May next year, 2026, that at the end of 4 months, these children will not just be scribbling on papers, that they will be able to understand the process of starting a piece, finishing it, and presenting it to the world. Okay, that's also to help them to be able to gain income at any stage at this point, so they can support themselves, because we understand that in this slums and in communities like this, there's a wide gap of not being able to have access to quality education and also monetize their value. So this is trying to bridge the gap between undervalued creativity and what is expected of the world today.
For the young age, for children, for kids, art is a means for them to express themselves, because at this age they are going through a lot of emotions. So art is a means where they come to it and they alleviate stress, they alleviate depression, whatever is going on in their mind, they just get it free. So with art, they can escape the reality of the whole pressure of growing and then just being. So art for them, for the young kids, is a means of just being free, just doing something that takes their mind off stress and anything that bothers them. And I work with coffee, and I own my work, I work with coffee. The idea behind my work is memory.
There, 30 young hands were mentored by artists Victor Obot and Chinedu Chidebe, who reveal how art can be a tool for self-worth, literacy, and community building.
So this is like a form of awareness to let them know that art is a means to educate your children. There's a lot to learn through art. It's not just maths, English, and all the basics subjects we learn in school in Nigeria. Art is a form of education. We have education in Nigeria, which a lot of children don't know things about art. They don't know that there's something called art therapy. They don't know that art can be used to feel better. So advice to parents to let their children participate in art-related exercises like this.
Having this opportunity to be able to teach the younger generation about art and how much they can do with it, the kind of possibilities you have with art is something I think is a great privilege. So when I was told about the opportunity to come here, I didn't hesitate.
This outreach is the start of a 5-month mentorship and art education cycle that will culminate in a public Children's Day exhibition in May 2026, showcasing the students' works, and proceeds from that exhibition will go back into supporting their creative and educational growth.
Taking a moment now, Art House returns with more. Do stay with us.
What we're trying to show here is that there are resources, human resources, there are facilities, there are spaces, and there are also material resources which are waste, and there is an issue with it. So it's not even that we have something available, it's available, but also it causes issues locally. So I think there is a real urge to use this material, to use this resource, and to use also the energy of the people here to make something concrete with it. Because there are a lot of recycles, it generates economy, people are, it's made informally, so it means that, people are ready, they are doing it. What do we do next? How do we use this material? There is an urge to use it and to find ways and markets, and to also change mentality to say, yes, recycled material it can be used for the same type of product today, and it's cheaper. So in the end, it's everyone is a winner about on this situation, about this context. So there is a real opportunity for me, I see here.
It gets even more interesting with this art and craft exhibition by another female creative in Lagos.
The beauty of craftsmanship using our indigenous fabric and other materials is once again brought to the fore at this art and craft exhibition at the J.K. Randall Center for Yoruba Culture and History in Lagos.
Lagos itself is a state of culture. That's why we call it the state of aquatic splendor. You know that. We're very big on creative industry. The government is very keen, especially on encouraging young people in the creative industry to fulfill their potentials. We have a lot of entrepreneurship programs for them. Even here, it's part of our creative work, that the J. Randall Center. There's none other like it here in Nigeria. It's because we want to encourage creativity, innovation, anything that would bring our culture out and make it more positive and impactful. That's why the J. Randall Center, the government has put in so much on it, and people have been very impressed. If you had gone in, you would have seen a lot of our history. We have the historical aspect of the J. Randall Center. That's why most young artists would always start in Lagos, and that's what she's doing. And we've seen some of her work. They're extremely beautiful, they are creative, and I really believe that she will go places.
Tomike Lai Babatunde, who is the interior designer and creative director of Acacia Studios, is gradually becoming renowned for her work in promoting African crafts and empowering local artisans.
Your heritage, your culture is a big part of who you are. Anybody that lives in Nigeria, you're bound or guided by your culture, whether you like it or not. There's some things that are in your blood. So we also believe that you should have creative home pieces that tell that story. You should have pieces in your home that reflect that heritage. And when you live in a space that makes you feel good, you go out in the world, you feel better, you feel more relaxed, you feel more immersed in who you are. And that's what we're trying to do here at Acacia Studios.
The pieces on display show intricate textiles, vibrant beadwork, and distinctive wooden carvings with modern styles.
Ajire is one of the most popular print methods we have in Nigeria, and because we wanted the furniture to be exciting, bold, maximalist, we needed to figure out a way to incorporate that mix of old and new, that mix of print and regular upholstery fabric. So that's why we chose Ajire, to be able to create our patterns on Ajire and create fabric.
are great artwork, great work of art. And the interesting thing is that it's like bringing art to your environment, not in terms of hanging on the wall, but in terms of household items, things that are of everyday use things that are of everyday use and value within the home setting, like the furniture, like the table mat. The table mat particularly is very interesting because it's all leather work with very beautiful designs on them. And from what I can gather, they last forever. They are easily maintained. And you know, when you say something is leather, not mixed leather, original leather, with very beautiful work of art on it. It's fantastic.
We must look inwards, we must patronize our people, particularly if it is very well done and it is of high quality. So I'll encourage artists and artisans and entrepreneurs to be so good so that nobody can deny them. Nigeria has come to stay. Our hearts is making waves, and our furniture, our home wares, like we're launching today, the Tara collection, I'm sure that it can also go places if we get encouragement from everyone.
This exhibition celebrates the beauty of African crafts, especially the Yoruba cultural heritage.
There's more to see and enjoy, but that will be on the next episode of Art House.
Next week on Art House. Testament and Legacy, an exhibition by Kunle Adeyemi in Lagos. Traveling exhibition titled Owufil Fadden Thread at the Center for Contemporary Art in Lagos. Behind-the-scenes studio practice as Edna Wise Ekenimo prepares for her solo show, Metamorphic Weave. More people need to enjoy the ingenious in the Nigerian art scene, so do share, view, and like our page for everyone to experience these bundle of talents.
Your Art House experience doesn't have to end when the show is not on television. Interact with us on our various social media platforms. See any edition of Art House on our website or YouTube page. Join our very interactive Facebook page by joining the group on Art House on Channels. We're everywhere.
That's the program today. It's always a pleasure spending time with you, and I look forward to doing it again next time. But do remember, you can also see this and other episodes of the program just by visiting our YouTube page. I'm Melinda Akinlami. Have a lovely day.